Hello, good afternoon, everyone. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me loud and clear, right? I think I see some people in the comment section. Yeah, good afternoon, Davidson. Thank you so much for joining. Good afternoon, Justina and Reka. Thank you so much for joining, right? My name is Olama Success Wise, and as you know, this is the Youth Spotlight show hosted by Jimmy Padre University. I have a very precious co-host with me today. Mom Precious Sam, say hi.
Yeah. Hi, success. A very good afternoon to everyone who has joined today. I see that we already have Davidson, like you mentioned, and also we have Justina. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello,
Welcome.
good
And I think I would like to do what success usually tells us to do, right? To tag as many people as we can to the show. So please, if you know anybody that okay, I take it you were something, but I didn't get to hear that. Anybody who would love to be here today, please tag them in the comment section, like success always tells us to do. Let's tag them, tag 5 people, 10 people, tell them this is where it is happening. If you're not here,
All right, so thank you so much to everyone for joining. Right, we are going to be starting in a jiffy. If you are just joining us for the first time, I don't know what this show is about. The Youth Spotlight Show is simply a show where we bring on people who are doing amazing things in their industries and having them share their important stories with us to get inspired, like learning how they were able to do certain stuff that most young people find very difficult to do, right? We've had for the past 2 months, it has been like a back-to-back session. We've invited not less than 30 youths, and they've been so amazing. And today we are having Justina and Temitayo. They are also going to be sharing their stories with us. I'm going to be introducing them just very briefly and adding them to the stage, right? I'll start with Justina. Justina Angorika Godwin is the founder of or CEO of Tiny Splash Media, an event and development media brand delivering top-notch photography and videography services within and out of the shores of Nigeria. Her services are a blend of photography, videography, drone service, and voiceover. She covers A-list events such as conferences, trainings, and seminars, tours, workshops, and NGO outreach coverages. War frameworks are part of her exhibitions and more. So far, Justina has worked for and with reputable brands such as Women in Management, Business and Public Services, Superwoman Organization, Yali Rivers and Kebbi State Hub, the Iconic Brand Awards, and an alumni of Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, a US consulate exchange program. So we are going to be hearing from this very important personality today. She's already backstage and waiting for us to add her. I'm going to be adding her to stage now. Good afternoon, ma'am, Justina Godwin. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to be a guest on this spotlight.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Precious. Good afternoon, Success. I celebrate you. Thank you.
To we celebrate you too, right? I think something changed. Okay, the layout is back now. Thank you so much, ma'am, for having us join again. The next here,
Precious, can you hear me properly? Is there a noise at my background or any?
yeah, there is
All
a noise coming from your background. Is it something you can control?
right, just hold on.
Okay. All right. While she gets that together, we are going to be calling our second guest, Oladosu Temitayo Favor. She's an indigene of Osun State, Ile-Ife. She works as a customer care representative and a consultant at Impact Water. She's an event host, a voiceover artist, an online OAP, a fashion enthusiast, and she calls people's loved ones, teach them, encourage them, or just pass a sweet message across. Her brand name is Big T, and she graduated from Olusegun Agagu University of Science and Technology. She served as the CDS president for Gender and Charity during her service year. She's an award-winning event host, Campus Mega Awards, and finally, she's a content creator. So we are going to be having this amazing personality join us on Youth Spotlight today. Welcome, Ma'am Temitayo Favor. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation to be a guest on
Thank you
Youth
so much
Spotlight.
for having me. Can you hear me? Good
Yeah, we
afternoon,
can hear you.
everybody. All
I can
right,
hear
that's
you.
perfect. Good afternoon,
So
everybody.
yeah, so we are about to start, right? I want you to tag at least 10 people in the comment section. I'm not seeing your tag yet, guys. So tag your friends, let them know that we've started, let them know that they are always going to get value here. It's not even negotiable, right? From the stories, we have someone that she's into photography, videography, voiceover, and so on. And we also have Favor here. She's a fashion enthusiast and OAP personality. She calls people to reach their loved ones, to reach them, um, to encourage them and pass important messages across, right? So it's going to be a valuable session today. We are going to be hearing their stories and getting inspired from them. We'll start from you, ma'am, Justina America. Please, what are you doing actively at the moment? I've read your bio, right? Okay, she's off now. I hope she joins us soon. So, Ma'am Favor, I've read your bio and you do a whole lot of things. I would like you to
Yeah.
tell us what you are actively into at the moment so we know how to curate our questions.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. So, actually, I still work as a customer care representative, right? And I'm still actively involved in doing my voiceover services, right? I still host events actively. I still create my content actively. I'm a
Wow,
fashion enthusiast. Yes. So everywhere I go to, I try to dress like so nice that when you see me, you don't have a choice than to walk up to me and like, who styled you? I'm like, I styled myself. Do you understand? So everything you read about, I still do them actively.
wow. How are you able to combine all of this, right? Because it doesn't look like any one of them is suffering. When young people have a lot of things to do, you find them lagging in certain areas. But how are you able to make all of these things
Okay.
work?
All right, so for the customer care representative job and the consultant job, I do them 9 to 5,
Yeah.
right? Then anytime I go out, basically, all I have to do is dress up, look good, take my pictures, post them. People are aware that okay, she's a fashion person. She knows how to dress. Do you understand? Then for the voiceover job, I get people that refer me because they know that okay, my voice is unique, sweet. So they refer me and I get jobs and I deliver right on time. Do you understand? And then for the online radio presenting I do, I submit my recordings every Fridays because they air it on Saturday. So I record on Friday evenings and submit it. So basically, I just know how to balance all of those things.
Wow, that's still pretty amazing. You are handling it so
Thank
well. And I
you.
must say, you look amazing today. Your glasses
Thank
are
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so
they're
much.
looking really, really beautiful. And I
Thank you
can't
so
wait for
much.
you to share some fashion tips with us, right? Because a lot of us
There's no
need to.
problem. There's no
How
problem.
about you, Ma'am Justina? Is there any, aside everything that I have read this afternoon, which one are you currently into actively?
Okay, thank you. Currently, I am still into photography. I am doing photography and I am working on adding some other skills. More, I do a little bit of videography, but for my staff, my people do that. But I want to personally go big into it. So I'm currently doing my photography, taking it to another a higher height, and then my voiceover as well. I'm also taking it to a higher height. So I am doing both gist retina and the photography. Gist retina comes up whenever it's time. I'm very sensitive to the timing, the seasons where people are being down because it's an unburdening platform. So I do it. See, it's a seasonal thing. It's not an everyday affair. People come to me and say, I have this challenge and all of that. We talk about it and they feel fine. Like I may not provide the solution, but they feel fine just talking. Okay, so that's what this routine is about, and I am still on it at any time. And then I bring the shows that I do on Facebook and all of that seasonal. But then photography, we have to make money, so I'm into photography.
All right, thank you so much. Welcome, Toby. Thank you so much for joining. Right, Toby is like a regular here. If it's a restaurant, they say this one is a regular. like one of our VIPs on Jimmy Fabio Investing Spotlight show because I see him all the time. So Toby, please tag your friends, right? Tag at least 10 people to come and join us in today's conversation. And
I
thank
was
you
trying to
again.
do that when I got logged out before, but it's fine. Let me try again.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Let's go back to you, Timmy. I have there's this question I want to ask you, right? How has it
Okay.
been? Like, it's still I'm still very much inspired that you do four things at the same time and you are doing them well. So, how did you get into? I'm sure you did not get into all of them at the same time, right? How did you become who you are now, doing voiceover artists, um, fashion? What else? The so many things that you mentioned. How did you transition into them? Like, kind of give us a backstory of how you got there.
All right, so for the event was I think it started when I was in junior secondary school, where all these small events, debates, and my teachers would call me to host them, and I was doing very well, right? So I just knew that okay. Then I went to the university, and my voice is actually very tiny and very unique. And I was like, when I enter school, I want to be low key, oh, I'm not going to show and all of those things. And people noticed, like, your voice is unique. And somebody walked up to me one day and he was like, come and host your freshers' night in school. And I was like, okay. Obviously, I was 10, like, it's a larger crowd than the one I'm used to in secondary school. And so I hosted the event that night. And before I knew, different people were calling, oh, please, can you come and host this event? Can you come and handle this? Can you do the red carpet? And that was how my event hosting career began, right? Then for the OAP and the online on air personality job, it was actually for a friend of my brother's friend. And I was like, oh, we need TV, we need them radio presenters. And I was like, oh, I can try. I've never done it before. I've not gone through any training and all of those things. And then I took the opportunity and I'm doing like excellently well in that aspect too. Then for me, I like dressing up. I like looking good. Like I like combining outfits. So if I see a particular clothes, I just say that okay, this would go on this and go on this and go on this, right? And I've gone to various events and people have been like, you dress amazing. Like there are different outfits for different occasions, obviously. So I have that at the back of my head, So I just dress according to each occasion, like something that would, differentiate me. You know that no, this one is unique. Do you understand? And for the customer care representative job, my voice, obviously, I love talking to people. And I went for the interview and they brought me to the company. So yes, that was how I came about that too.
It's so lovely listening to you. It's like a sweet song. I
Thank
can
you
literally
so
listen to the sound of your voice, right? It's like
Thank
a
you
sweet
so
song.
much.
All right. How about you, Mom Justina? How did you get into photography? Like, kind of give us a backstory.
Okay, how I got into photography. First, as a child, as a teenager, I always loved taking pictures. In fact, in our house, I was the only, besides the family album, I was the first person that had an album besides the family album, as little as I was. So I didn't know it was something for me, but then I just loved, enjoyed taking pictures. Then when I got into school, university, I didn't. I was one of those who started using smartphones and all of that very late. So when I got into school, university, Uniport, I in my department I was the financial secretary. So instead of sitting down to stay politically conscious, I was busy. I'll be busy taking pictures during meeting. In church, instead of just being in I was in a choir. Instead of just being in a choir, I'll be busy taking taking pictures in the church. So with my phone. So it was someone that called me one day and said, Bro Gabriel in church, and said, okay, please, you'd like taking pictures, please use this camcorder and take pictures. People were like, and when I started taking the pictures, people came to me and like, you took picture of me when I was worshiping, right? I said yes. I said, so you know that I was taking picture when you were worshiping. Yeah, Assistant Holy Spirit, yeah. So so the pictures, they enjoyed it. They liked it. So they asked me to print it for them. I was a student, and then I was selling plantain chips. I was selling peanuts. I made peanuts and sold in school. I was selling bomb shorts, underwears, and all of that. So I hustle way. So I did all of that while in school. At that time, I was like, okay, so it's business. Let me see. I charged them, went to the where they print pictures, the printing lab. I got to the printing lab, I printed the pictures, and people, they loved it again. The next Sunday, it happened again. I'm like, okay, cool. So gradually, I took it to my department, the camcorder. I asked the guy, can I take it to my, can I go with the camcorder? I said yes. So I went it with my department, and I printed. They were doing sport and activities. That way, I began taking pictures in school. Then campus fellowship. I'm a church girl, so campus fellowship too. I was taking pictures there too, and everybody was enjoying it, posting and all of that. So that's basically how I got into photography.
Like there's something striking about your story, right? And it's something I tell young people like me. You wouldn't have gotten here. What I noticed is you wouldn't have gotten here if that guy that gave you that camcorder did not know that you knew how to take pictures. So it's very important that whatever it is that you know how to do, you show yourself, show your work. Don't go into hiding, right? Like if you're listening to me right now, I'm sure you heard how this has skyrocketed her. And if you heard her bio, she's a big time photographer. You're not even joking with Justina, right? So thank you so much for sharing
Thank you.
that. And please show yourself whatever it is that you are doing. People are watching. It's why I always say people are watching. Forget if you're not getting any likes or comments on your post or nobody's encouraging you, whether they are encouraging you, rooting for you or not, they are watching. And when they need that service, they are always that definitely going to come to you. Right. So keep doing whatever it is that you are doing and know that people are watching. Okay, what do you mind sharing with us the challenges that you face while doing your videos and how you are able to overcome them? This for you now, Justina.
Okay, the challenges now, or repeat your question, please.
The
Can you?
challenges you encounter while running your business and how you are able to overcome them.
The challenges I encounter while running my business. Number one, everybody is asking, how are you coping in a male-dominated industry? I'm sure you want to hear that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't pose myself as know it all. So I men love submission. So this submission thing is not only marriage. It's not only marriage. Okay. So men love submission. So whenever I go to anywhere, I online, offline, once you're a guy and you're my industry, I submit to you. Even if you don't know it well, I still show you the way. So the challenge there is that most persons come with the competitive mindset. So you now give them that submission, and they see that this one is not like that. She's not ready for that. Oh. She's ready for work. She's ready for work. So they give you what you want. Even the men, I don't like calling them boys. I call them my men or my colleagues that work for me. They enjoy and they want to work for me continually because of that same submission. I will shout at you. I will give it to you. But food, you will enjoy it. Respect, you will enjoy it. Accommodation, whatever it is that will make you happy as a man, you will enjoy. But you see that shout, I will shout at you because you will work, you will do the work. Okay, so that's one. Okay, another challenge is financial constraints, especially when you do not have all the equipment required. There are some clients that will come, and in fact some clients know some equipment more than you think you do. They will tell you, are you using so camera? Are you using what kind of what's your camera specification? And I'm like, okay, Canon 60D, and they're like, excuse me, you're using Canon 60D. What happens? Don't you shoot on Nikon? And I'm like, okay, it's the same. You try to you now. That's where you now see customer, tough clients, tough customers. You now know how to align yourself and talk to them again. So that's customer different when you have different kinds of clients. There are some work and there are some things you do. You know that okay, these are the kind of clients that come my way. But when these are our own, anybody can book you at any time. So you have to be ready to attend to anybody online, on call, text, any medium. So that's basically it. To them.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I have a question as regards that submission aspect that you talked about. When you say submission, what exactly do you mean? Don't they know that it's work, or do you have Like, if you can paint a scenario that is not crying, then we would really, really appreciate it. Because I'm finding it difficult to understand why you are working with someone else and you are still expecting submission. It's not like you are married or something. So, do you mind explaining that to us?
Okay, I don't know the other word that I would have used in an official, should I say an official setting that would not make it sound like it's a love affair. No, it's not. It's not you being stupid, and it's not you being naive, and it's not you acting like you don't know it when you know it. But there is a way to tell a man that you actually know this thing without saying that you know it. There's a way to, even you as my fellow lady, there's a way I will tell you, Auntie, I know this thing. Ha, I know this thing, leave it. And you'll be like, okay, oh yeah, go ahead and do it. Let's see. You get? But if I come and tell you, if you tell me, okay, let me use a practical instance.
Yeah.
In a camera, in a camera, I've gone to a job, I've gone to work somewhere to shoot. So I did not know there was something somebody showed me in my camera. I have had my camera for how many years now, and I did not know that thing was there. How did this person come close to me? When I get to the event venue, when I got to the event venue, which is I have to say get because it's a regular thing I do. When I get there, I greet. I go and align myself. Hello. Some persons when they are doing an event, they book more than one photographer. So when you go, you see your colleague. It's not a time of you rubbing shoulders. It's a time for you to say, um, hi, good afternoon. My name is Justina Godwin. I am a photographer. Are you part of the photographers for this work? And person says, oh yes, how are you? I say, I'm fine, thank you. Oh my god, your camera is beautiful. Thank you. So what brand are you? Person says, I'm so and so brand. I'm like, okay, I'm Tini Splash Media. Okay, oh, okay. So well done. I say, welcome, well done, well done, well done. Okay, so let's begin. Okay. So from there, you have mellowed the man. But if I walk into the place and say, okay, good afternoon. How you doing now? Well done now. And pass. I have sold myself cheap. So when you see, and you see if you ask anybody that has booked me for different jobs, and whenever I am there, those men, they still come to me. They still love me, like they follow me. They'll be like, stay this side, stay this side, stay this side, don't stay this side. We are stay this side. We are too small. When have you ever gone for an event and photographers are clouded everywhere? They'll tell
Yeah.
you, but when I touch them, this can you just shift more. They will shift more and I'll take the shot I want. Sometimes they will take and say and still tell you, Nigerians, they tell Nigerians how to pose a lot. So when they are posing people, sorry I'm taking long, but I had to be practical. When they are posing people like that, when the photographer is posing someone and person is done, the person goes, the people scatters themselves. But that male photographer can tell me, I'll tell the person, please, when you're done. In fact, I don't even need to tell the person. Once I'm there and I've not taken, person asks, have you taken your own? I'll say no. Person say, okay, oh yeah, take. Please, 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 wait, let her take it. That is it in the industry. So even online, when they are teaching, when they are doing some things online, you call them and say, you are doing this thing, you show your support. Person is doing something, you give the person 2K, 1K, and show your support. Those are kind of submissions I'm talking about. So I don't mean submission of you, hey, you're not acting naive or make, no.
All right. That's
They
fine.
are
I understand.
teaching you, don't teach, sorry, and when they're teaching you, don't you know it, but don't show that you know it all, because there are some things you see this photography industry, they finish, they know I'm finished. So there's some things they will tell you that you think you know, but you don't know. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
you worked with females before? Like, have you gone to an event and met females? And is it still the same experience? I want to know if it's like a man thing, and is it different when you are working with fellow women?
It is different. It is different. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to fake it. It's different. So it's not every lady who has understood the techniques of working with your fellow lady and the techniques of working with a man. So when When I go for when I go for an event and I see a lady, I do the same thing. I go to the person, greet the person, interact with the person. I use so and so and this thing. I'll be like, okay, please can you help me with this? In fact, sometimes I don't need that help. I just raise that help. I just raise that challenge. I raise it so that you can, so we can just. I don't know how to. I don't thrive. I don't work in a tense. When I mean tense, I mean envy, quarrel, that kind of atmosphere. I don't thrive well in it, and it doesn't help my creativity. It won't help my creativity at that program or at that particular time. So I try to have fun, even if the whole event is not fun. I'm having fun inside of me. So it's the same. It's almost the same thing, but just women. We have that this thing, that tiny rubbish shoulder stuff. But once I come, I try as much as I can to make you see that I'm not here to rub shoulders. Let's just walk and go. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome, Miriam Odnaka. Thank you so much for joining. Miriam is also one of our OG members here on the Spotlight. It's always coming to the Spotlight show, right? If you were a restaurant, like I said, they will call her a regular. She's one of our regulars, and she's very, very active. I think she has even won an award for being a volunteer on Jimmy Cordray University. So thank you so much, Miriam, for everything you do here on the Spotlight, and we appreciate you. Okay, please tag your friends. You know how we do it here. Tag at least 10 people to come and join us here in this conversation. You can even tag more than 10. 10 is not like the limit or something. It's just to get them notified, let them know that we've started. And as you know, it's already an interesting conversation. I'm loving listening to Favor. I'm also loving listening to Ma'am Justina. Okay, so it's not a waste of time at all, and you are always going to learn something. Always. At least if you don't learn anything, you're going to learn fashion. Right? You're going to learn fashion. Because she looks so amazing today, and I can't help but compliment that. Okay, let's get back to
Thank
it.
you.
What challenges do you go through while doing everything you do, and how are you able to overcome them? You can tell us about fashion, you can tell us about OAP and all of that. So it doesn't have to be from one place.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much. So, I'll start with the event hosting thing. So, the first thing was my parents. Like, how would I tell them that I want to go for a nice event or something? How would I leave their house and all of those things? And the kind of friends that my people, like my parents, are. But I had to give them a level of trust. I had to give them this, don't worry, your daughter is a good girl. She will not do anything outside the box. You understand? So I have to make them understand the fact that once I say I'm going for an event, it is an event I am going for. I am not going
Yes.
somewhere else. So I already established that trust. And it actually became a thing when my mom came to my school one time. She just came to visit me, and people were like, hey, because in school my stage name was Tatafo because of how I talk. But I have to change it to Vinci now because there's one Tatafo, but people normally call me Tatafo. So people were like, Tatafo, Tatafo. And I was like, who is Tatafo? I'm like, your daughter is a star. Do you understand? So she just accepted it. I made her accept it. Do you understand? And for this event posting thing, there are sometimes that people don't want to pay. People just want you to come and do your event for them free of charge. And there are sometimes that people will pay. I think that's a challenge. But what I did is I did not turn down the offers because I will always tell people find yourself in a place of service. Like every time, just find it because you really don't know who would see you hosting an event, and you get opportunities from there, and they will invite you to talk or do this. So always find yourself in place of service. And for example, they invite you to an event and you are charging like that okay, I'm supposed to charge a certain amount. You're not charging something very, very high. So cut your coat according to your size too, and always find yourself in the place of service. And for the fashion industry, I would say find your niche, right? Because there are so many people that dress very well. We are not going to
Yeah.
underestimate that fact. Yes. So just find your niche, like find what works for you, and always show up like very. See, even if you have like a meeting where you're not the speaker, you don't go there wearing slippers. You don't go there not keeping your hair, you're not keeping your hair well, you're dressed anyhow, Do you understand? Dress well so that even if you want to if you walk up to any speaker at that moment, oh sorry, I do this, I do that, they will give you the audience because of the way you are dressed. Like they always say, dress the way you want to be addressed. Do you understand? So always, yes, always turn up looking very good and nice. So, oh, that's it. That's just it for me, basically. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Um, okay, let's now go back to the mistakes, right? Have you made any mistakes so far? What mistakes have you made while building your personal brand, and what can we learn from them?
Okay. The mistake I've made. All right. So for the voiceover thingy, there was one time that Golden Penny reached out and I was supposed to do their voiceover. I was supposed to charge them more.
Yeah, of
I was
course, it's
supposed
golden
to
penny for God's sake. It's
I
golden
was
penny.
supposed to charge them more, but I just charged based on okay, first time, let me just do my thing. And so I think if people if you weigh it properly and you feel like okay, what you are doing is worth it, I dear, charge, that's fine. So I think that's it basically for me. I don't any other mistake. I'm not so sure.
Okay, that voiceover thing, it's like I'm now interested in it. Did you undergo any training, or was it just because you have a very lovely voice?
All right, so some things are inbuilt, some things are based upon passion. What you see, you do some things, even if they don't pay you, you're happy. You're just naturally happy because that's what you enjoy doing. So for the voiceover thing, I follow people that do voiceovers. Like I'm not perfect, I'm not good. So I follow like a lot of people that do voiceovers. I listen to them when they are doing the customer care thingy. Like you listen to them, you go online, like you can read about it, broaden your knowledge about it. Go on TikTok, there are voiceover like challenges that you can just say, okay, they'll tell you sound like this, sound like this, sound like this. You can take your time, go through all of those things. Like if it's possible, we have voiceover academies. In fact, today I went online and I was like, okay, I think I want to go to a voiceover academy, to just, brush myself up. Do you understand? So you can check and apply for like all of those things basically.
So I can go to I can become an OAP like this, even if I have a crooked voice. I don't have to have my voice doesn't have to be as sweet as yours.
So first off, you have to believe in yourself. Like you don't tell yourself you have a crooked voice. As much as my voice is
I
very
want to
tiny.
know, right? Is it a voice thing? Like I think there are some, or maybe there could be some jobs that you need to have a certain form of talent for, right? Like this may be wrong, but let's say you want to be a musician and you don't even know how to sing. Of course, there are many musicians that their voices are not okay, but then it's gotten worked on and it becomes perfect, right? So I want to know this
Yes.
OAP something, the voice over something. Do you naturally have to have a good voice, or will training can training help you overcome anything?
Yes, that's why trainings are like a thing. You can go for
Okay.
training because why not? Yes,
All
yes,
right. Thank you very much. That means there is hope for everybody. You can hear. I want to become a voiceover artist. There is hope for you. Even if your voice does not sound like Favors, don't worry. Don't be intimidated. Just go and train. Train your voice. Okay. Thank you very, very much for that clarification. How about you, Ma'am Justina? What mistakes have you made in your while building your brand, and what can we learn from them?
Um, one mistake I made. One very terrible mistake I've made is I did not grab opportunities. There were some opportunities I missed, and that was because I was not prepared for it. I keep I post something on my WhatsApp status always. I used to say, because I know the pain. So I used to say every time on my WhatsApp status, may you not meet an opportunity you are not prepared for. You the pain is worse than not meeting that opportunity. The
Yeah.
pain. But you tend to live in guilt till until even when you forgive yourself, sometimes when you remember, you be like, hi, well, that was it. So I wasn't prepared for some opportunities that came. And then I waited I don't know, should I say at a time I paused. When I went for my NYSC, I went into being a TV presenter full time with the TV, with Kepi TV. And it was then I paused photography. it's it's still it showed on my career. It showed that there was a pause somewhere. So that time I would have used it to harness or build more, or maybe even had applied to be in a photography studio instead of TV. But as a child, I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a TV presenter. So it was also me fulfilling my childhood dream. So it took a lot for me to navigate back to this passion of photography, knowing that something I felt empty at the time. And it was that what it was mentorship, my mentor that navigated me back to the passion here now, photography. Okay, then so that's number one thing, not starting early, and then at a time giving a break, and then not grabbing the opportunity that I was supposed to grab at the time. And then strong support system.
Hmm.
Nah, I've never had a strong support system in my. That's why I don't joke with Uncle Emeka Nobis, because he became a pillar at a time. So I've never had a strong support system when it comes to my career. I have a strong support family, beautiful and amazing people, but I do not have. I didn't get that support system. There's always a difference when you see a business that started with a substantial support system.
Yeah.
You will know the difference. And when you see a business that someone single-handedly stood at for years and is still fighting to make things work. So um my mistake was not getting a substantial support system. Maybe an investor or a sponsor that would have said, okay, let's build this business properly. But now I had to do everything myself, the structuring, the
Ah.
business marketing, everything from the, you know, from the roots. So thank you.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Having a strong support system. I think I would want us to clarify on that, right? When you mean support system, what do you mean? Because I remember seeing Dr. Mekanovis talk about you, right? So when you say support system, is it just having influencers talk about you, or is there something else?
When I say strong support system, is not just about people, it's not people talking about it. That's referral.
Yes.
That's referral. You can't compare this with the OT dollars, you know. Even if, even if your family, your friends, your people do not have the money.
Yeah.
Now let's not look at support system as only money.
Yeah.
Have you ever had money and nobody gave you the courage to
Mm.
do that thing you want to do with that money?
Yeah, I think I get it now. I get it
So
now.
besides financial support system, there's a place of what do you want to do? And they say this is it. They say, okay, oh, can we get 1 naira, 2 naira to add to this thing? So how far have you done it? How far have you gone? Have you been able to save 1 naira or 2 naira? Have you been able to do this? Have you been able to do that? Did you talk to anybody? Okay, I have Mr. This and have Mrs. This that I can call to okay, let's see if you can raise this. Stuff like that. They are support system. Oh my dear, you sorry, I don't know what to do, but can I pray with you? Oh my God. Those are support systems.
Yeah, I get what you mean now. I get what you mean now. Thank you so much for clarifying that, right? Now, I would love you to give us an advice for someone that would want to go into photography and want to excel at it. Of course, aside finding a strong support system, how would you advise them to go about it so they don't make so much mistakes and so they get visible in a short amount of time, and of course, so they get booked, get a lot of clients?
Thank you. I let me be very real. Please permit me. I'm a very, very real person. Please, if you're going into photography, maybe other business as well, oh, but photography that I know, if you're going into it, don't wait to have all the equipment. Number one, Then number two, have the equipment and still equip yourself. Again, while you are about to start, do not skip any process. That's the right word. Do not skip any process. Your process of going to the studio, if you want to learn from the studio, there are people that learn from the studio, not what's the name, not events. Basically, I'm an event and development photographer, so I do not have a stable static studio right yet, but I'm working on in having investors, and I'm working on having investors to come to, let's do that together, or partnership. Okay, so I have a mobile studio. I am in Lagos. I came to Lagos and I have my equipment here in Lagos. So I'm traveling with loads. You can never see, you barely see me with a small bag. That my backpack I always carry. I can travel anywhere in the world with it, and I can take any form of picture with it. So I'm a development and event photographer. I will advise you, if you want to do that, ensure that you also have the money or wherewithal. Even if not, if you don't want to follow for the person to travel with the person, or the person does not have the money to help you to travel, assist you to travel with the person, in case the person is someone that travels like me. If the person is in that state and the person does events and developments more, always follow the person to work, whether the person gives you money or not, whether the person pays you or not. The person is not going to teach you, may not have the time at that event to say, this is your ISO, this is your aperture, this is your this. At the time, of course, if the person is a nice person, the person will do that. But the person might not do that, but there is something about business you will learn from the person. There's how the person, there's a place of comportment, there's a place of confidence. In this photography, it's not about just carrying camera. There's a place of confidence, there's a place of comportment, there's a place of attention, who should you listen to and who should you not listen to. And then there's a place of smartness. There are moments you must grab. So these things, I'm saying all of this so that you know that you do not skip any process. Some people will tell you, I cannot go to events with you, I cannot go to programs with you. Okay, you want to go to a studio, fine. Ensure you do not miss when they're dressing the people up, because tomorrow you might meet a client that you are just going to, you'll be the stylist for that client. You'll be the one encouraging the client. You'll be an encourager automatically. Ma, don't worry, you look so beautiful. Yeah, you learn small hype. So in the studio, I learned in the studio and I learned in the field. So that's why I can tell you all of this. So my advice is, if you are starting photography, start on a very on a good note of following properly, and do not skip your process. And then another process you should not skip is the process of post production. After shooting, if you want to learn editing, please give your heart to it. Give your heart to it. It will benefit you a lot. Give your heart to it. So that's my advice for anyone that wants to get into photography. And please, know the business of photography. It is frustrating that you can do this thing. You are seeing what other people are shooting, and they're paying them 1 million naira, they're paying them 10 million naira, and you are doing it for 50,000 naira, doing it for 30,000 naira. And some people will tell you to come and do it for 10,000 naira. Please, if you have not started well, if you've not gotten to that height, it's okay. Calm down. Collect the 5,000 naira. If I collect the 10,000, go and hire camera 5,000 naira. Use 3,000 naira for your transport fare and eat 2,000 naira. And peace in Jesus' name.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank
Right? I've learned a whole lot, even though I'm not into photography, but I've learned some skills, some interpersonal skills, social skills from you, and I really, really appreciate that. How about you, Timmy? Which one do we ask now? Because you know quite a lot of things. Let's start with fashion. Tell us about fashion, right? How do we dress? What tips can you give us to look better? See, as you just came to this show now, you're wearing fine glasses and fine necklace and all. So please share your cut soap for us, right?
Okay, so like I always tell people that you don't have to wear something expensive before you look good. Like you don't have to wear Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton. Before there are nice thrifted clothes. Like take 5,000 naira, go to Yaba, go to supermarket, buy something like, to understand, it doesn't necessarily have to be so expensive because some people will tell you that I don't have money, that's why I'm not looking good. But you're always on all back every time. Every time somebody jam you, you're always on all back. And it's not if your all back could be looking nice, your all back could be rough. Even if you want to do all back, like it has to be like, do you understand? So it's not, it doesn't necessarily have to be something expensive before you look good. So that's one thing. Then you can, follow people. People drop tips every day on how to look good. Like you can watch videos. Okay, I can wear this on this and to look nice. Do you understand? And before you know it, you are doing well when it comes to wearing nice clothes.
Okay.
Tayo,
Okay.
you're
How about
making me think about my hair. I'm always unnatural.
okay then? So what? Hello?
Yes, I can hear
Is
you.
my network breaking?
We are with
Okay.
you. I
Okay.
have to
So
mute my mic. Sorry.
okay, I thought my network. What advice would you give someone that wants to become an hair personality? How should they go about it right?
All right, so I always tell people, God. One thing I don't rule out is God, right? First thing is, what does God want you to do? Like, what's the purpose? Do you understand? Like, she like doing something, that's fine. You can make it like a side thingy, but what does God want you to do? Do you understand? Then in anything you're doing, you have to be consistent. Like consistency is very important. Like what she said, I really took that. Consistency is key because these things, once you pause like this, before you would get your feet back, it might take a while. Do you understand? So consistency is very key. And in anything you do, keep growing. Don't say, oh, I've gotten to a certain stage and I'm fine. I think I'm okay. I'm not doing. Keep growing because we keep learning every day. Like people are so many ideas are coming up. So don't be stale. Yes, that's the word. Get new things, keep growing, be consistent, and don't remove God out of it. Like anything you do outside God is totally it will amount to nothing. So yes, those are the basic things I'll just say for now. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Where do you see everything you are doing 5 years from now? Where do you wish to take yourself and your brand 5 years from now?
Hmm. Okay, so I see myself inspiring people. Like I see myself inspiring people. I see myself growing, like growing so much. So basically, I just see myself inspiring people. I see my brand doing well, like so well, and I just see myself growing.
How about you, Ma'am Justina? Where do you see your brand and yourself 5 years from now?
Okay, I see Timmy Splash having that beautiful and amazing Afrocentric studio. That's my dream. You can see my Afro. You can see there's always a touch of Africa in me. So I can see my beads. So I see Teeny Splash having that Afrocentric studio where people can come do their TV shows. Do you watch Oprah Winfrey shows? Aha, you know, just do your TV show, whether you have the crowd or not, you do your TV show where people are going to where people will come, take pictures, and relax and have enough fun with themselves and their families, and also have an amazing time with their recordings about their businesses and all of that. And then I also see just within our TV show being a reality. Yes, just within our TV show being a reality, and then Tech Plus conference events being a bomb with the having, I mean, substantial and more amazing set of humans and people coming to interact and network with themselves. And basically, I see myself as the girl in the boardroom. Mhm. An amazing woman.
Okay, thank you. And I hope that you are able to accomplish all of that. I also hope the same for you, Timmy. Can you tell us
Amen.
about hosting, right? You host events. How do you go about it? And after you tell us about event hosting, tell us about you calling people's loved ones to wish them well. I want to hear about that. Like, is it like a business? Is it a company? Something that you monetize? Yeah. I
Are
think
you?
your
Are
mic.
you? Is it? I check your mic is
Can you
me.
hear me? Can you hear me? Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Alright. Okay, okay. So let me start from the latter. So one day I was in my room and I was like, okay, let me just reach out to few of my friends. I know, encourage them, talk to them, wish them. And I called them and they were like, oh my God, that meant a lot. Thank you so much. Your voice is so this, 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 that." And at that moment, I was like, let me start a call thing. And I opened Canva, like where you do your designs. I did the artwork, call with BT. That was the name, call with BT. Then that time it was 500 naira from Monday till then. Every Thursdays are always free. That was how I started. 500 naira. Just send me the person's number, send me the person's name. What do you want me to tell the person? If you want me to write the note for you, that's fine. I would. But if you have what you want to say, that's fine. And so I started having like 10 calls to make in one day. I'll come back, I'll be like, okay, so yes. I started with 10 calls, then before you know it, this one will refer to this person. Oh, please, can you help me call my mom? Can you help me call my boyfriend? Can you help me apologize to this person and say I'm sorry for this, or that? And before you know, I increased the price. Because why not? So yes, I increased the price, and I took out Thursdays as being free. Thursdays are not free again. So, and people I don't these days I don't even need to post anything about it before people know that, oh, she does this. So they just enter my DM. Alpha, I want you to help me talk to this person. I've offended this person, or this person just lost her mom, her dad. Can you help me, comfort her? And I'll be like, okay, no problem. So that was how that one came about. Then for the event hosting, like I said earlier, it started in school. Just one event led to so many other opportunities. I know people are watching. That's what, you know, people are watching. You don't meet people. You don't, walk up to people. Or let's say I walk up to you now, Precious, and I'm like, oh, I want you to become my mentor. And the next thing I'm telling you is, please, can you borrow me 2K? Can you borrow me 5K? Like, people do that. Like, you meet people or people connect you to opportunities and you're messing it up. So anywhere you find yourself, don't mess it up. And there's always a place of honor, irrespective of age, or honor people, even if they are children, because we really do not know. Do you understand? So I seized the opportunity. People saw that, okay, she's good at what she does. And before you know it, referrals, 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 referrals. They're calling you, hey, are you available? Can you do this? Can you do that? And don't always say no, I cannot do it. You can do it. You don't say no, you cannot do it. You always try. You know what? It is when you keep trying and trying that you even get better yourself. So that's just it.
Yeah, that's true. You always have to try, right? You have to try to get some things done. You not always point out, say no. How about you, Justina? Tell us about the first, or maybe not the first. I read from your bio that you've hosted a lot of A-list events, right? So tell us about any of them. How did you go? What was the experience? How did you get the invitation? etc.
Okay, you mean events I cover or events I
You
host,
covered.
or
You covered. Sorry, you covered.
the event I've taken pictures in? Okay,
Yes.
how do I get clients, or how do I get to I don't get?
Like the experience. Tell us about any A-list event you've covered. What was the experience like? How did you get the invitation? Maybe you could review what the event was, who invited you, etc.
Okay. Okay. Something we do not get sometimes is, the truth is not all events that are paid. Some of them you use them to boost your profile and your portfolio. So you see so many photographers at different events, big events. It's not all that are paid. Some persons are there to just do wait and take, cameraman something. Then some persons are there, photographers, and some persons are there to boost their portfolio and all of that. So some of the programs I've covered, the A-list events, basically the clients reach out to me, and some of them as well, I tend to reach out. You if Mountain don't meet Muhammad should go meet would go meet Mountain. So I go to them, I ask, please, can I cover this event, or did you have a photographer already? I don't mind getting attached. I have bet, because sometimes you look at all the money, they have given this one 50 million, and you self just go, even if na 10 million naira you go collect, you get back. Even if it's 1 million you collect from that, out of the whole of the event, it's something you can use it to drink pure water, and be happy. Or instead of staying at home and sleeping. Then some of them is through referrals, and I appreciate everyone that's been doing that. So some of them are through referrals. Some of them, somebody will see my pictures on Facebook, social media, anywhere, and like, please, you are the one covering my wedding. You are the one going to cover my wedding. You're going to cover my child education, please. There was a woman. She was beating me. She almost beat me just because I not come for her child. I not cover her child education. I was not in Port Harcourt then, but Port Harcourt, I'm coming back. Don't worry. So that's it basically.
Okay, that's fine. If you had to, let's say you have to start afresh, what would you have done differently? If you have to start afresh, what would you have done differently?
Okay. If I have to start afresh, what would I do better? Extreme structuring and investor
Mm.
partner. I'll get an investor deal or partnership deal, and then extreme structuring, business
So,
structuring rather.
yeah, business structure, right? And then getting an investor deal. All right. Do you mind telling us why you would be getting an investor deal?
um First, getting an investor deal would help you, make you get more serious, and let you know that you are actually into business. And then it's
Yeah.
going to help your business stand. Besides your helping your personal, helping you put yourself together as a business person, it would also help your business stand, because you know now that this business is not just my business. I have people, I have eyes on this business, I have eyes on me. And then there are some things you will not stress yourself about. You see, there are some things you cannot explain. Then
Yeah.
you started with 1,000 naira, and it is you that have been doing everything. You are the marketer, you are the this, you are the that, you are everything in the business. Now, the other business started with 10 million naira, or okay, the other business started with 10 million naira, not the person's money. It was investors. This person now put his energy on marketing, and now he can't be the only one doing the marketing. He would
Yeah.
also hire people that would do the marketing with him. You get? Now you would know that there's a difference, because there are more persons marketing this one. So if me alone, I am marketing, I can only get a particular reach. But if this other person and
Yes.
a team of persons are marketing, they will get different reach. Those different reach will give you different finances, different sizes, shapes, and shades of money: dollars,
Yeah.
euros, pounds, naira. And when you're even getting that, you will see that the difference is clear. So why would I waste 8 years of my life, 10 years of my life trying to build, when I can actually take out 1 year and get an investor to put in this thing, that what we would make in 10 years, we will make it in 1 year or 2 years. And in that 2 3 years, you've given everybody back what they've invested, and then you are standing within 4 5 years. You are standing. How do you see that?
It's very
So,
beautiful. I get it now.
you are standing, and then it doesn't mean because you are standing, you now start misbehaving. By then, if you are a disciplined and a cultured person, you would have built something. You would have your inner stamina, your personality would have changed. You would have boosted, and then you have the brain to put things in order. In fact, it will not even be the same, except you are a very careless person.
Wow. Thank you so much for that insight, because a lot of persons don't think this far, right? They don't think this far. They prefer to struggle doing it all on their own instead of just getting an investor.
It's not worth it. Honestly, if you have the opportunity to get investors, to get collaboration, to get a partner, into your business. Brother, sister, please do so. You see, the struggle is real. And my brother, you will cry. Why not cry once and for all? Why would you have to cry every day? You will cry. No, no, no. Don't get me wrong. There's a place of you building yourself, and there's a
Yes,
place of suffering. There's a place of building yourself, and there's a place of suffering. So
definitely.
this collaboration, partnership, and investors, they help you skip all those times. And then while you have investor, you can still build yourself. But the thing is that you are now going to be building yourself in a more substantial manner, in a more corporate way. You could register for businesses, register for courses. You can even go and stay with somebody 1 or 2 days, 1 week or 2 weeks to learn 1 or 2 things. But in the process of you trying to get one thing and you're getting it in 5 months, in 1 year, it's time, and time is still money.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Do you have any investors now? How about now? And if yes, how can we attract them?
Excuse me, I don't have. Sorry, I just finished cooking 2 pot of food, and I'm here. So that's why I'm Belgian, because I just ate. So I don't have investors now. I don't have. Actually, that's one of the advantage I have being an alumni of the US exchange program. So there are platforms now that I could have for myself, and it has opened me to wider. And then Winbees, I attended Winbees annual conference, and it has given me a broad view. That's one of the reasons I came to Lagos, and I've gotten that broad view that I want, and then my mindset, being enlarged. So there are people, there are prospective investors. There are prospect investors that I'm looking at going into. So I don't have any substantial one standing now.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. How about you, Timmy? If you had to start afresh, what would you do differently?
So I'm of the opinion that everything happens for a reason. So if I'm to start afresh, I would say nothing, to be very honest, because we definitely learn from our mistakes. If you make a mistake, you learn from it, not to do it again. But one thing I would always say is always add value to yourself. Any place, anytime you get like you see that okay, this thing like anything that can give you value, like do it. Basically, if you have to read, if you have to get a mentor, if you have to do so many things, just add value to yourself because value also attracts whether we like it or not. Because I would not want to put some my energy or money into something that I know that I'm not getting anything from it or I'm not getting value back from it. Do you understand? So if I'm to do anything differently, I'll say nothing because life is, I don't know, for me, everything happens for a reason and but then value is very important. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Timmy says everything happens for a reason and value is very, very important. That's fine. Thank you so much for that. We are rounding up now. I think we still have people here in the comment section. Thank you, Emmanuel Chidemaru. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm sure that you are getting value, right? I'm sure that you've learned a whole lot from this session. They did not even come here to play today. They've given us back to back value. Thank you so much, Dental Glamour Clinic, for joining. Welcome, Peace. Welcome, Emanuela. Welcome, Emmanuel. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to. Thank you, of course, for being very active on today's show. Tag your friends, mention your friends. Don't be afraid of hitting the share button. Share it so it comes on your timeline and people get to watch it as well. Okay, share value here at Jimmy Padua University. We share nothing but raw value. If you've been getting value by now, say yes, I've been getting value. Okay. If you've been learning something, say yes, I've been learning something. We are grounding up, we are going to be rounding up soon. And now to the last question. What do you have any last words for us, Ma'am Justina? If you have any last words for us, let us share with us, please.
Okay. Value yourself. Value the place of God in your life. Value people, because God manifests in people, places, and events. And then value what you have, the gifts, the potentials, what God has given to you, value it, and place a demand on it from people. Get that again. Value it and place a demand on it from people, and then love yourself recklessly.
I love that. Love yourself recklessly. Please share some tips on how we can love ourselves recklessly.
Okay, I thought you were saying the last one. Okay. Okay. Love yourself recklessly. I mean, if you're not fine, your business is not going to be fine.
Yes, yes,
If
yes,
you're
yes.
not good, your business is not going to be good. If you know what you should abstain from it so that you can stay healthy on your own. If you know that way you use if you know the ways that you could wind down, that you could give yourself a little vibe. Sometimes the mental stress is much on us, especially our generation. There are times the world is expecting a lot, everybody is expecting a lot from us. Please, in all of your creativity, make out time to love up on yourself. Hello, lady. It's okay for you to be in your room. It's okay to go naked and dance to yourself. You must not wait till you get to a public place before you dance. Dance like me. I dance. I mean, I play music. I cool off. I chill. And if you think you can cool off with sleep, please go ahead and sleep well. If you know you can cool off with hanging out with friends and people around, go ahead and cool off. And then you get back again energized. And they're asking, where the heck is this energy coming from? My brother, my sister. It's because I will be in my room and dance to myself and love up on myself. I don't take alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't drink. It's okay. So thank you, Tayo. So it's you giving yourself your vibe. You know what fits you. Some people, married people, should I say it? Some people is
Yes, say
sex. Okay. Some people is sex. So see, I'm in my uncle's house. I don't want them to beat me. So so you know what suits you, you know what is good for you. You go ahead and make life beautiful. They say na the one wey person take chop today, na the dance wey you dance today, na the water wey you drink today, na the one wey you do today. If you die today, na that one you go carry go grave. So if you dey do am, do am well.
all right, thank you. Thank you so so much. I think this has been the most hilarious last words since we started this spotlight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. How about you, Temitayo? What last words do you have for us?
So like I said before, don't remove the face of God. Like it is very, very important. Because if you do, well, you just notice that you wasted so much time, so much years of your life. Then don't stop growing. Don't say that okay because you are getting this gig, you are getting this gig, you are fine, you are boss, you are this. Oh, the Bible even says something about pride. You just fall. So be humble at any given time. Just be humble. And like she said, people always ask me that, oh, you don't drink, you don't smoke. How do you have so much energy? Like set standards for yourself. Like set so much standard for yourself that people know that okay, if it's this person, no, this person cannot do this person cannot do that. So do you understand? So I feel like in anything you do, anything you know how to do, anything you find yourself doing, anything your hand finds doing, just do it well. That's it.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for that wonderful last words. Thank you, Temi Tayo. Thank you, Ma'am Justina. Like it's been an impactful session. It's been fun. I really, really enjoyed the conversation. I'll be lying if I say I did not enjoy the conversation. Right. So guys, thank them for coming to the session, right? Thank them. They've come here, taking the time out of their very busy schedule to come and share the story with us. So please say thank you in the comment section so they know that we appreciate them, right? Thank you so much for joining. I want to leave you to go and rest now because it's past our 1 hour already. We've been talking for over 1 hour. So thank you for joining. You can take your leave now.
Thank you. Thank you. Tayo,
So
please let's
nice to
connect.
see
Thank
you.
you. Please let's
Okay.
connect better. Thank
Bye.
you.
Yes,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
JTM. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that has joined us for today's Eat Spotlight show. As I will always tell us, ensure that you sign up for any of our courses on Jamie Padua University. We have the leadership certificate course, the public speaking certificate course, and the human resource management certificate course. suitable for someone that wants to go into government, someone that wants to learn how to build a business, someone that wants to learn how to manage people, how to manage their employees, right? So ensure that you get into any of these courses. And until we come your way next time, ensure that you always join us for Youth Spotlight as well. Thank you for joining, and please do continue to have a nice day.